here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Across account. It has real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need. Oh wait, that's not it. You did talk Chihiro about, right? All I need is get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did. Which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. Can't help but wondering what it might be. Now I believe it's time for us to move on. Oh, already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but...
Let's go.
You're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up in the wrong person this time. It's almost as if he doesn't want me to solve this. This is our next location. Oh, this place is related to the investigation? Figure it out yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? We've already spent enough time checking the crime scene. There are plenty of other things left to check here. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
You have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about the card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card reader have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter that locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. So it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl. The ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, right?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in a girls' locker room means... Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro's body was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So in other words...
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get that right?
Such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigious son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you, to add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on, you're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have loaned it, so
Why you?
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking in mental faculty, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's out to main hall. Main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. We came to the main hall. But what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out myself? I guess so. The fuck am I looking for? The hunk of metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. Very good, Makoto. Surveillance camera, and that's what I can only assume is a gun attached to it. So chilling. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook? Wait, there's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? Oh, you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when it did, you're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now, do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. And the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind had concocted. The cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey!
Now!
Hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't friggin' break. If it can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. But even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you!
It's a secret. I wouldn't want you to breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. Is it because... I don't know. Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. Think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Okay, then this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. And it could be the guy who's investigating with me. For all I know, to be honest. To be exact, not quite. Oh, not quite. There's still more? Here? This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears right now. It's not. It's just showing the school crest. I don't see any clues here. What? It looks like the handbooks of any dead students I brought here. Oh my god, where's Chihiro's? The fact that Leon's handbook won't turn on. Monokuma said Leon's handbook isn't broken, but it won't turn on. That much is certain. Is it really unrelated to the case? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Where's Chihiro's? What the fuck am I looking for? What? What am I looking for? Why is she not dead? Well, at least I got +1 SP. Oh, didn't really know anything about her. What the fuck am I missing, huh? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Generally, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. And you truly believe Genocide Jack is one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely, I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack. Murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. What? What else could there be? Do I just talk to you?
Don't make me repeat myself.
And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really... Hey, you two! Big trouble, need your help!
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone. Oh, did someone die? Wait, is it Toko?
Please!
Just calm down, okay, Hina? Alright. What is it? An emergency, what happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Toko, she's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
This is Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure you'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry!
Let's go.
Maybe she has like a split personality. I'm trying to get inside. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So what is this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, to see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff.
Weird stuff.
That's fine.
We just tried talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. Okay. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
It is her. It is her. Holy shit. What was that? So it is maybe a split personality thing. Oh, is it like a trigger thing? So if she sees blood, she turns into Genocide Jack? I wouldn't be surprised.
She's been acting like that the whole time when I rang a little while ago.
I'll drive out the killer, drive out the normal feed.
Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down the door for her. But it felt like something was holding it shut down on the other side. I couldn't even budge it.
Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her?
Ooh. Me? Who could persuade her? You?
Hey,
You think you can ask her? She has a crush on you. To come out of her room, I mean.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever.
you gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Well, I guess you can be nice when you want to.
Oh, he knows. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments,
what do you want?
Leave me alone, you're all so annoying. Oh, Bakula!
It's Byakuya.
Sarah, I just can't keep our promise. Don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
and with that, the door slammed shut.
Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off.
There's nothing we can do. Let's head back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh yeah, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well, then let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. Tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept walking on towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. Library? Come on, let's go in. I remember on the other side of this door is the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It all makes sense when you're inside. Oh. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. That's not where I clicked. There's so many files stuffed onto the shelves. What's in all of these things?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for the commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. We are ready to be disappeared for it. Take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by its smears and dust, it looks like there was something inside. Wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. What? It proved very useful when I was in the library. Extension cord, eh? And desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? I was here before, but then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I decided to put it to good use. Alright, so defensive. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. Oh? Oh, that's a camera. Shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. So you have sharpened IND to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on the presidential assassin. The original kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at that. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. There's a ton of thick files stuffed on this bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos of all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? All those files are the investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? No, this can't be real for you, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit in your preconceived reality, you label it as a lie. Well, that's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone put this all together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use, I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? So, but what makes you think your own common sense applies to me as well? The documents gathered here are genuine. Genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, there's no doubt. Hold on a second, you're saying you read all these documents more than once? But all this is like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How's that possible?
So in other words...
I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. The Illuminati. My family is a member of that council. The Illuminati! And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have the time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Yakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me is the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all of those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the genocide cases have been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allowing me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. First characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Wait, that's me. Why am I talking in this voice? Save your suspense, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other words...
The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack.
In other words...
That right there is evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then, Genocide Jack really is... such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around us?
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? Never imagined that a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just imagine to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. What? Excuse me? Fine. I guess I'm begging. About the genocide thing?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's fine this time. Feel free to look at it and hear, but you can't take it with you. I look like a Kingdom Hearts character. Yakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped and had reached the page where photos of the scene of the crime had all been collected. That's a scissor. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32, Tetsuhiro Honda, 17, Kyoji Gaku, 23, Kano Issei, 14, Takeshi Yoshida, 30, Komatsuna Aro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naois, oh god, that name! Naohisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Umejima, there's no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the same time, And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left on the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. Next page. Profiling results. All the crimes took place either on weekdays or at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on the holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
The key point is that the culprit may well have a split person. I nailed it! A split personality like the one you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't, I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Where are we going? Anyway, but here, we finished our business here, haven't we? Oh wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Oh boy, well this is where we part ways! I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. All of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
And just like that, he's gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I've uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. She's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? What do you mean, who is it? We know who it is. This is like the most obvious one. Skip it, skip. Now I'm kind of afraid that Hina's gonna die now. I don't want that to happen. I'm gonna check back at Hina. What time is it? Oh shit, it's late. Hina! Wait, I should probably just check the map. Why is there an exclamation mark? Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing?
Same as before, she won't come out, and she just keeps mumbling about Genocide Jack. I just left her there.
You left her?
My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I'll head back as soon as I'm done eating. That was not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her.
Speaking of which, why are you eating?
Huh?
What are you eating?
A donut, of course.
Of course.
There's two things I'm sure God created: outer space and donuts.
Really?
I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was one of her big regrets. Oh, I should have spent more time with her.
Come to think it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us.
Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Yup, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls.
Was she just shy?
I don't know, she talked to the boys all the time. It was kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine without...
Wait a minute. Wait the fuck a minute.
Maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right?
Think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Wait the fuck a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Does it ever say that Chihiro is a girl? It actually doesn't say. Interesting. I just assumed she was a girl. In the same vein that I assumed Sakura was a guy. So it could be that Chihiro was a dude all along. I mean, there's one way to check it, but I don't want to really rummage through a corpse. I don't want to... Yeah, I don't... No, I'm not. That's probably very disrespectful. So, well, that's a mystery now. On this row? The storage area? Whoa. Hey, Celeste. Celeste, what are you doing here?
This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from.
I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless.
Then you found something?
Very well, I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. The hero was in the warehouse.
What, really?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
You stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken her rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose.
So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there's no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Alright. To the laundry! Tracksuit? Nope.
How unfortunate.
Maybe you should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it, I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Yup. Oh. Whoops. I accidentally pressed Shift and Tab and got my Steam thing popping up. Wait, this isn't where it is. There's a second floor. I was in the wrong place. Fumi's out here, and he has a clue, I guess. Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if
I feel as if another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. I guarantee
I'm
that
sure of it.
what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? So apparently he found something? Great. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking,
However,
but I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of.
Nothing besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about, just concentrate on the murder.
But
so then,
Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice.
Yup.
Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine where its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success.
Definitely worth worrying about. Hero's ebook is missing. It's a guy. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks to be some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there was an issue of her being suspended in the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, there's something not quite right. What does this all mean? Okay, first of all, the Genocide Jack one, this is definitely a copycat. Because Genocide Jack uses scissors. I think it's Byakuya, and he's trying to pin this on Genocide Jack. And Genocide Jack is actually with us, and she's Toko. I don't know, there's so many questions. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the one true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. To figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Alright. Wait, someone's in the other... Wait, in the boys' locker room? Oh, that's right. Wait, what? This? There's a blood stain on the carpet that could only have been caused by Chihiro's murderer. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks to be some kind of rope, but as an actual rope. Blow to the head. Right, there's issue, okay. The scissors used in the murder were apparently custom made, with every pair left at each murder scene. Seemed to be okay. The victim suffered multiple stab wounds across his body, believed to have been inflicted with the same scissors that were later used to attach the victim to the wall. Guess we're just looking through the case report. He was killed instantly. Yeah, that's not... Chihiro told anyone willing to listen that she wanted to get stronger. Some assumed that due to her inferiority complex about being weak, she admired every strength more than anything else. One of the handbooks found in the main hall had been broken, which is apparently a rare occurrence. Junko and Sayaka's handbooks both seem to still work, but it is assumed that it's broken. However, Monokuma claims it's very unlikely that Leon's handbook would have been broken. Is this it? Is this hers? The broken one? I mean, she is a programmer. So maybe she hacked her own. He hacked her own. It's the blood-stained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but big-breasted swimsuit models is pretty noticeable too. Garo's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Hero's complex, where did it come from?
Damn.
Hero's presence here was especially weak, her body and her soul.
No forgiveness.
Okay. Okay. I want to go to the boys' locker room, but it won't let me out. Oh, now I can leave? What the hell? Who's in here? Oh shit. What is that stain? There's a strange stain on the carpet. Wait, what is it? What is that, Yu-Gi-Oh? This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the poster have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have that? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. That is weird. Let's talk to Sakura. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys and girl locker room could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never paid any attention to the posters. See.
However...
But there is something that has been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. You have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee, then down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and I left a stain. Stain? I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
Of course.
Exactly! I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain there to begin with. Huh. Okay. I guess we're going back to... Well, first of all, I'm going back to the library. And I'm going back to the warehouse to check up on Celeste about that one clue. About the coffee! Protein coffee. Never heard of it. Oh, it's missing. There's a thick layer of dust on the... Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. What? No! The cable's missing! The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. The last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Yakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if library desk lamp has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Let's hit Yakuya. I really feel like it's him. He's just trying to pin this down on someone else. I want to take another look at the case file. It's gone? Oh, it's Byakuya.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin? Red door is right through here. Alright, I'm ending it here. It's a good time as any, probably. I was gonna end it an hour ago, but then I got sucked into it again. But anyways, thank you for watching. Hope to see you again. Have a good one. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good start to the week. Or whenever this goes up, have a good time at any time. And we'll see who is the murderer of the second case. Alright. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.